As much as I love Sonic 3, this movie isn't perfect, so here are some things that I didn't like as much and also don't want to see happen for Sonic 4 in the future, which this video will contain spoilers, so spoiler warning if you haven't seen the movie yet. 3, 2, 1. Director Rockwell. Now I like the actress who plays her, she did a good job, but it's the scene of the aftermath of the incident that happened at the Chow restaurant where she pulls up with the gun squad, finds that the key is missing from Walters, finds a picture of Team Sonic thinking that they're the ones that took it, and says something like, oh, never trusted them. What do you mean you never trusted Team Sonic, huh? Are you like new to gun? Did you just get the job like the day before? Did you just find out who Sonic and Team Sonic was like the day before? Like, why didn't you trust them beforehand? If you trust Walters, then why wouldn't you trust him who trusts Sonic? Especially, wouldn't you know that they saved everyone and stopped Robotnik more than once? I know it's nitpicking, but I just don't think she likes the hedgehogs. Who had possession of the key longer, Team Sonic or you, Rockwell? Yeah. Second thing, it's when the squad, the Robotnik, Shadow, Agent Stone, pull up in London in front of gun headquarters, and that Shadow says something like, oh, he could go inside, get the key, stop anyone in his way, and then get it out, right? And it would be easy for him to do that and he could teleport, right? But then Gerald doesn't want him to do that and says something like, your time will come. I understand for the movie's sake for it to be longer, more entertaining for us, so more things can happen and funny things like Gerald and Ivo dancing and then everyone trying to get the key. I just don't necessarily like that when they have the option to get exactly what they want as soon as possible, they choose not to. For a silly reason to try and get what they want, but in the longer way, which like I said, more entertaining for us. We all know in reality, Shadow would be the first option to get the key. Third thing, when it comes to the jokes in this movie, which I actually liked, I liked a lot of the jokes, I think they're executed well, even the ones of just making sounds, I think they're executed well. I just think there's maybe a little bit too many jokes in this movie, and it might take away from the emotional parts. I mean, I've seen some people say that, oh, the emotional parts in this movie didn't really hit for them because there's a joke like right after. Which brings me to the future of this franchise and Sonic 4, that we do not need to focus on jokes and trying to make everyone laugh very often, at least for the next movie or for the future of this franchise, where a lot of these companies try and follow the MCU route, and now to the MCU route to the point where they just make too many jokes. Also, something I do not want to see for Sonic 4 is Robotnik. Now, I'm a fan of Jim Carrey, and I really like him as Ivo Robotnik, and he did a great job as both Robotnik and Gerald, and I really think he did a solid job. He did his thing in the 3 movies. I want for the next movie to be a fresh new face villain and new big main character. Robotnik can be, mentioned or maybe cameo, but that's about it. I think his character had great development, and that over the films he looked more and more like the actual Robotnik from the comics and animated, and that I think he had a great ending in Sonic 3. If you can't take over the world, you might as well save it. Which brings up the Metal Sonics in the post-credit scene. Are they going to be the main villains in the next movie? Who made the Metal Sonics? I know a lot of people theorizing that it was Robotnik, because he had Sonic's quill, but who knows? We'll find out then. Also, is it just me, or is this movie very easy to be rewatchable? I find it very entertaining and very rewatchable, where after watching 4 times, I still want to watch this movie more and more and more. And I already have plans to watch it at least another 3 more times in the next week and a half, and who knows how many more after. This movie does what the first and second Sonic movie does, but better. And in terms of the characters that we know from the second movie and the first, has less screen time, but a better purpose and execution. And it's a Sonic movie. Sonic is fast, so expect the pacing to be fast, because even in my review, I said that the beginning was kind of fast, but after watching 4 times, I like the pace of this movie. I want to know from you, what is at least one thing that you did not like about Sonic 3, or at least one thing that you really liked about Sonic 3, or both? And not only did I make a new post on my Instagram last week for Sonic 3, but I posted videos for the first time for Sonic 3 on my account, so follow my account to go watch it and check it out, and if you do so, thank you.